The 18.9 federal independent visa quota for 2025 to 2026 is effectively exhausted. For tens of thousands of skilled workers hoping to stay in Australia, the main door to permanent residency has firmly shut. Applicants are now rushing toward the next largest lifeboat, Victoria's state nomination program. With 3,400 skilled visa places allocated for the year, it has become the primary target for everyone from onshore nurses to offshore engineers. Victoria maintains a unique policy that separates it from states like New South Wales or South Australia. Applying for state nomination here costs exactly $0. Because there is no financial penalty for submitting a registration of interest, or ROI, the applicant pool has become incredibly swollen. Everyone who meets the bare minimum requirements throws their hat in the ring. Victoria has replaced the traditional queue with a sorting mechanism designed to identify and extract immediate economic value. Many skilled migrants believe that whoever has the highest point score automatically wins. The strategy is usually simple: get a higher English score, claim more partner points, and secure the invitation. Victoria operates differently. Instead of running predictable monthly rounds or strictly ranking by score, they use a rolling assessment model. They continuously monitor the ROI pool and pull candidates whenever the state needs their specific skills. The March 17th round reveals the disconnect between raw points and successful invitations. We saw an applicant with only 65 points defeat an applicant with a towering score of 105. The lower-scoring candidate succeeded because their specific occupation and location matched a critical state need. If you are working onshore in nursing or construction, your utility to the state matters more than your raw score. State nomination in Victoria is an economic matching game. Your points are only useful if your industry profile actually solves a labor market shortage. The 3,400 available spots are strictly divided into two distinct visa pathways, 190 and 491. The 190 skilled nominated visa is the most direct path to residency. It grants permanent status upon approval, provides 5 nomination points, and allows living anywhere in Victoria. Because of these freedoms, the 190 is the most difficult path to secure. It generally demands elite point scores or employment in a hypercritical shortage sector. For those with a base score between 50 and 60, the 491 Skilled Work Regional Visa provides a necessary bridge. It provides a 15-point state bonus, pushing your profile over the mandatory 65-point eligibility threshold. Those points come with a cost. If you take the 491, you commit to living, working, and studying exclusively in regional areas like Ballarat for 3 years before you can transition to permanent residency. The strategic choice is clear. You are trading geographic flexibility for sheer numerical viability. Beyond your job title, Victoria weighs one factor above almost everything else: where you are physically located right now. Recent data confirms a stark divide. Approximately 80% of nominations go to onshore applicants already in Victoria, rewarding those with a proven employment track record. That leaves only 20% for the entire global applicant pool. If you are applying from overseas, you face an immense burden of proof. To win one of these rare spots, you need to demonstrate elite expertise in a priority sector that the local market cannot fill. In this system, your geographic proximity to the state dictates your actual probability of success. You demonstrate your economic value through the registration of interest, or ROI. This is the gateway where you must prove your worth beyond a basic test score. Victoria uses the ROI to screen for priority sectors. Health, education, technology, construction, and new energy candidates are pushed to the front of the line. Simply being in the right industry is only part of the evaluation. Victoria also analyzes your estimated annual earnings. The state uses your salary as a proxy for labor market relevance. A high salary in a skilled role is hard evidence that Victorian employers already value your expertise. Verifiable earning potential and industry utility will consistently outrank raw academic credentials in the selection process. Mapping your current reality against Victoria's exact preferences reveals the most viable path forward. For an onshore candidate with a high salary in a priority sector, the left branch is clear. You are competitive enough to target the 190 visa and immediate residency. If your base score is between 50 and 60 points, you must follow the right branch. The 15-point state bonus is your only mathematical route to eligibility. The 491 regional visa is an accessible entry point for those accepting geographical limits. It is a reliable pathway for those who cannot hit the 190 thresholds. These regional areas are not remote outposts. Hubs like Geelong are highly developed coastal cities with sophisticated infrastructure and growing tech ecosystems. Accurate self-awareness prevents you from wasting years in the ROI pool, hoping for an invitation that your profile simply cannot earn. For those currently living in Sydney or Perth, the choice is much more difficult. Relocating to Victoria is the single strongest lever you can pull to access that dominant 80% onshore quota. But there is a severe risk in moving across the entire country just to submit a free ROI. Without a guaranteed job in a priority sector, relocation can be a costly mistake. Offshore applicants must accept a similar reality check. Unless you are in health, tech, or advanced manufacturing, your statistical odds are marginal. Do not apply blindly just because there is no application fee. The $0 cost masks an incredibly selective and unforgiving sorting process. Victoria rewards present utility over future potential. If you can prove you are essential to their economy today, the state will nominate you tomorrow.